Peace family, what's good? It's your man Ocean. We back at it. Freedom fight continues. Thank you very much for tuning in with your boy, checking in, seeing what's going on. Like, subscribe, share my videos soon as you come in the room. I also would very much appreciate that as well. You'll be helping your boy get to a goal that I got in mind, and I would be very appreciative if you could help me out. If there's any kind of way I can help you out in life that's feasible, like it ain't that hard to click the like button. So if there's any kind of way in life that I can help you out that's feasible, I'd be honored to do it. You won't have to add me but one time. So with all that being said, hit that like, subscribe, and share button. I appreciate that. Now today we're gonna get into this statement that Jalen Rose put out himself, that he had to go on his show, Jalen and Jacoby. He had to go and put out a statement because with some of the situations that Jalen has been finding himself in, it's like he been having to make some decisions, some business decisions that may be questionable if with the environment that we living in, with the very B1 environment coming to a full forefront right now. And Jalen find himself in a position where his blackness is being questioned a bit, to the point that he can't even ignore what people are saying, and he got to come out and make a statement. So we gonna let Jalen make his statement, and I am gonna, you know what I'm saying, cause I would like to let Jalen talk completely through this statement, but it's gonna be difficult because there's certain points in this statement that got to be addressed, and I would like to address them at a current time that it happened, or that you know what I'm saying, that he said, just for the simple fact that I don't want to miss any points. So with all that being said, I'm gonna get into this statement what Jalen made right here on, and this is on his Twitter.
Yeah, let me have a conversation about my blackness for a second.
See, like right there, that's just, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't got much to say, but that's something that I would never have to, or let me rephrase that, something that I would never want to do. I would never want to have to come out and defend my blackness, because, you know, I've been living in my blackness for 42 years. You ain't got to question that, you know, this is what I'm about, is black people. But apparently Jalen Rose blackness has been in question lately.
In an election year, and also when you have
I'm sorry, but that's what I'm saying. That's even more reason to be on code, Jalen. It's an election year, and we proving something out here. So either you know what I'm saying, really, I hate to be a either or type of situation, but either you gotta be with that shit, or the black people ain't gonna be with you. It's like, it's just lines being drawn in the sand right now, because we've been up against so much different shit that we really need to know that, are you with us or not? And this go for everybody, you know what I'm saying, even your favorite people, because Jalen definitely been one of my favorite sports analysts. You know what I'm saying, I've been a big sport guy in the past. I'm not nearly as much of a sports guy as I was in the past, but Jalen, I've always been a fan of Jalen's, for the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, he is kind of nostalgia. It go back to my young teen years when he was at Michigan, the Fab Five. We used to walk around with the black socks on, going to the hoop in the neighborhood, me and my homeboy. So you know what I'm saying, Jalen, I always have liked Jalen. So it really kind of pained me a little bit to see him at a situation where he got to defend his blackness. But anyway, let me let him have his speech that he making.
Circumstances that Ime Udoka put himself in, circumstances that you have Kyrie Irving put himself in. I've literally seen people trying to politicize the messengers, and I'm one of those people. And
yes, because we living in a political climate, and all the sports shows today You can't do that, Jalen, because all the sports shows today, they don't even talk about sports for half of the fucking show. The half of the show is political shit that they talk about. So yes, when you insert yourself in that political conversation, nigga, you gonna be politicized, nigga. So that's just what that is.
Let me just say this out loud. It's very important. I did more for this culture before 9 a.m. today than most people gonna do in their lifetime.
Pause, my boy. Yeah, you probably did do more for that particular culture, nigga, basketball. But this right here, this tweet right here is defending your blackness, not your basketball credentials. We know. Yes, you a basketball savant. You're nice with the ball in your hands. You know the game inside and out, my boy. And you an advocate for it. And you get on TV and talk it very greatly. But this ain't what you defending. You ain't defending your basketball prowess. You defending your blackness on this. So, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of iffy and sketchy for you to even say that, bro.
Just because I don't think Kyrie should be derailing the Nets season, just
for putting up a tweet. Same thing you doing right now. Same thing that everybody who got a Twitter account do. They post shit. Motherfucker don't be posting shit and be like, oh, I'm about to change the world with this post. I'm about to change the world with this tweet. So what the fuck? What? Okay, he got millions of followers. So the fuck what? And you know what I'm saying? We ain't even got to get into the reason why he posted, because he already done made it clear. And even this bust ass nigga Adam Silver and the coach, the owner Joe Tsai, after they talked to him, they said they understand that he not anti-Semitic. Even Joe Tsai went back on the bullshit and want to extend the suspension, trying to just whoop Kyrie on some real little boy ass shit. And if I was Kyrie, I wouldn't go back and play another fucking game for the Brooklyn Nets. Nigga, I'd be taking my talent to South Beach like LeBron did, or to China. Fuck the NBA. I'd be going somewhere else and to do my shit. Cause the way that y'all done treated him, it's like he really unwanted. So I wouldn't blame Kyrie if he was retired or whatever the fuck he had going on right now, or go somewhere else and play ball somewhere else. I wouldn't blame him. And Kyrie is my favorite player of all time now, just cause they making such a great ass attempt to try to ruin him. So I know if the government or the powers that be or whoever is in that place to come at people, I know if they coming at that man like that, he must have did something right. So I'd be a fool not to let Kyrie just be my favorite basketball player from now on. Not to mention that he nice with the fucking ball in the hand. That's a whole nother part of it.
Because I don't believe that the lady's name should be exposed based on the fact
the
power dynamics are at play.
My nigga. You had just came out an hour previously and said, why in the hell is the lady not being exposed? You just came out and said that an hour ago. So what you saying? You learned but while you were watching the game, analyzing the game, you learned something new about the lady that you didn't already know? I'm a smart man, and now you a smart man, so you shouldn't expect me to believe that you learned something new. What they did, somebody called you and said, hey Jalen, you didn't know that the power dynamics was in play at the time, because you didn't know that, because you weren't privy to such. Nigga, you were privy to all that information, and you felt how you felt, and you came out and said what you said, but somebody pulled that coat and said, hey look Jalen, you might want to go out there and change your stance on that shit, because it's a lot of shit on the line, and this company is pushing a certain line, and you is in I'm sorry, correct English sometime. You are in direct opposition of the line that we pushing. So you need to go out there and correct that for the world to see. And you need to do it at halftime. Somebody said that to you, Jalen, but you expect us to believe that you came out there on your free will and changed your stance that you just had an hour previously? No, Jalen. That's why your blackness in question. Cause somebody went out there and made you change your stance that you had about a black man. And you know what I'm saying? Who asked you to nobody asked you to sacrifice your job, but nobody asked you to come out there and say that shit what you said neither. You should have shut the fuck up if you know you gonna have to backpedal and change your shit. I'm sorry. That's just what it is.
And it's more to the Ime situation than most of you guys know.
Nigga, you knew.
If
you knew already.
Trumpeting what is low-hanging fruit, that don't make me a sellout. And by the way, I was with the great Sir Charles Barkley last night.
Hold on. This PSA to anybody that ever find themselves in a position where they defending their blackness. Never tell a nigga, I'm so black that I hung out with Charles Barkley last night. Don't never say that, man. If you defending your blackness, man, never tell no that, hey, you know what? I sat down with Charles Barkley last night. Oh, what the nigga, that don't give you no credentials. That nigga ain't got no credentials in the black community. That nigga ain't black in nothing but his skin. Everything else is, you know what I'm saying? He's yes a boss. Charles Barkley is yes a boss. So, bruh, that's what I'm saying. You so far. That's why your blackness in question, Jalen. Like I said, you one of my favorite. I hate to even do you like that, bro. But that's why your blackness in question, my boy. You so far outside of what's going on in the black community, the B1 community, you think that mentioning Charles Barkley get you points in the black community. Bro, do you know how long ago that was? That went back when Barkley was telling niggas he wasn't no role model. That's when you could get points off Barkley's name in the black community. Way back then. Google it, what year that was. What year did Barkley say I ain't no role model? That's the last time Barkley was cool in the black community. And that's just cause niggas didn't know who the fuck he was back then. I didn't. That's why he was cool to me. I just know he could play basketball, but I was a little child. If I would have knew all the shit that I knew about Charles Barkley now that I knew then, if I would have knew what kind of nigga he was then when I was a little child, I wouldn't have liked him. So nigga, don't you never make the mistake. This for you, Jalen, too. It's for everybody. Please, 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 if you defending your blackness, do not say I hung out with Charles Barkley last night. Damn. That was silly.
And we had a 2-hour conversation about this. 2-hour conversation about this in person. A 2-hour conversation. Charles Barkley about this.
Talk to Charles Barkley 2 hours. Nigga, you dumb.
Just because I don't agree with Kanye or Kyrie, that don't mean that I'm cooning for the man.
Boy, that was so cringe when he said that, wasn't it? That nigga said, hey man, that nigga said, hey man, that was so cringe when that nigga said that shit, man. That nigga said that does not mean that I'm cooning for the man. Nigga, just the simple fact of you having to come out and say them words out of your mouth, you is suspect, my boy. Very, very suspect, my boy.
That means that I don't believe what he doing is right. That's a fact.
This shit is sad,
so
man.
It's important for people that look like me, Jacoby, in particular, to not politicize what's happening with Kyrie and Ime and Kanye.
My nigga, why is it important for us not to politicize it when the rest of the world is politicizing it? When they holding these people up, say, hey, look here, black people. Look at these black people that y'all like. Look how we treat these black people that y'all like and love. Look how we treat them. We beat them down and make them change their tune. We take their money from them. We drain their account. We kick them out the league and take away what they love doing and what they've been doing since they were kids. And we villainize them. We make them look like the bad guy, the worst motherfucker that ever walked the earth. This what we doing to these people that y'all love, black people. And I don't agree with everything they say either, but that ain't what we talking about if we agree with them or not. We talking about them being held up as a representation of the black community, and this how we plan on kicking y'all around for the next 500 years. So yes, nigga, it's a political situation, nigga. It's a dire situation and it's a drastic situation, nigga. And yes, you on the wrong side of the shit. And the least you could have did was just stay quiet, my boy. But no, you got to come out on your show. They probably made you come out on your show and address it. They want to know how you feel, but some of that shit you got to tell them in the meeting room. Hey, I don't think I should express my feelings on that situation, cause yeah, it's against what the company like, and I'm damn sure gonna lose my black credential. You should not have said shit. Nigga, if you know you prone to have the back pedal on the shit, if you know that you ain't ready to sacrifice what you gonna have to sacrifice, then don't say that shit. You shouldn't have said that shit. Don't say it and back pedal. And you know what I'm saying? Now they got you on the back pedal that so much that you gotta come out and carry the soap for real on the other situation, just so your ball know that you with the program that they told you had to be with. I don't think that's fair, Jalen. So that's why your blackness is in question, Jalen. I'm gonna try to let you get through with this shit, but it's so many. This whole statement is like a walking contradiction of blackness. But you wonder why your blackness is in question.
And shoot the messenger. I ain't gonna always ride with somebody just cause they black. If I think you wrong, I don't care what color you are. That's just being real. I ain't about to be following behind nobody that I think is wrong. And let me tell y'all something else. What he doing ain't an act of civil rights. He's not being oppressed. He ain't being oppressed. He getting $40 million to...
Again, it ain't about him. It's about him, but it ain't about him. And he is being oppressed if he can't make a fucking tweet without getting his 5 game checks snatched away from him, and gotta go on an ass kissing tour, rabbi meeting tour. Yes, a boss, next owner, Sir Joe side, sir, I understand where I was wrong. Yes, nigga, that's a form of oppression, nigga. So what is you talking about? Yes, he is being oppressed.
To play basketball this year, he ain't being oppressed.
So
I just had to say that. And woosah,
bruh.
because
yeah, woosah, nigga. Now, man, I'm sorry. I thought we would have been through that. I ain't telling you no lie. I thought we would have been made it through that. And I wanted to get, I wanted to get into a few of these comments, man, but yeah, I read a couple of the comments, but I'm saying this shit just crazy. One of them, the first one said he let the cameras roll without that Beijing. Oh, he said you could have. So the first one said you could have saved it, bro. They're like, nigga, what? Nobody care about that bullshit. This one just say, just stop. We see you. No sense in explaining. Then they got this little animal right here shooting across the screen right now. Jalen Rose. Jalen, we see who you been dating since the breakup with Molly. We know you got out of the sunken place. So I don't know. That's I reply to idiots. I guess he kind of, like you said, nope, everybody ain't gonna agree with you. So maybe he kind of on Jalen Rose side of this. He said you been. Somebody else said Manny77 said you been fake. Now it's catching up to you. And before that 9 a.m. shit is just that. Can't tell you nothing cause you do this or that. Jokes on you. Then they got this one right here. Jalen be like, I'm down for the culture, and got a picture of Candace on. So it say, you missed the point, bro. He getting 40 million, but he lost Nike TV out. The problem is, as was stated, Amazon selling the film, which is wrong. But you notice how even though it's wrong, yes sir, them folks over there, community, the unmentionable community, is lockstep. You need to learn. We don't have to be gatekeepers for us. Exactly, my boy. You ain't gotta come straighten us out, my boy, and you can't. Cause you ain't got no pull in the community like that anyway. Niggas ain't listening to what you gotta say about this black shit. Nigga listening to you. We were listening to you to see who got the best chance of winning the finals or what free agent gonna go well, my boy. But you should keep it over there, cause that's what your expertise. Keep it in the basketball. Just shut up and play basketball and talk basketball. Just keep it basketball. Anyway, man, I'm done. I'm done. I ain't gonna read no more. I could read. Ain't no telling how many comments on there. I am definitely not finna do that right now. This was a 3-minute clip, man, and I didn't even think I was gonna have so much to say about it when I got ready to start recording it. But the more you dissect it, the more, you know what I'm saying, delusional you see Jalen was for even coming out making this damn statement. And you know what I'm saying, the point you lost so many more cool points in the black community, or so much more credibility in the black community after this statement, my boy, for the simple fact that we all know that if you black, you ain't gotta come out and say that shit, cause we know that shit, and we can see that shit, and we can feel that shit. But we know what side you know what I'm saying, we know where your loyalty lies. And you know, that's just something that you got to deal with when it's time to deal with it. And when it usually come a time in a black celebrity career, life, or whatever, well, you know what I'm saying, it usually come a time where he gonna have to lean on the black community to, you know what I'm saying, to stand up, because that world that you living in, they like to make examples out of the black superstars and celebrities and stuff. So, you know, that's on you though, Jalen. And anyway, man, I'm gonna let this whole situation go, but I very much appreciate you for tuning in this far. That what's up, you feel me? And if you did tune in this far, like I said earlier previously, like, subscribe, and share my video, man. Yeah. And leave a comment, all that shit. Come back again when you see me. Put the tap the bell icon. It's your boy, man, Ocean. OMN. I'm out.